Hey Dokonners, welcome back to another video with your boy J-Kid, and today I want to talk about hypothetical EZA for some units. Now, man, I love this Goku right here. This Goku is awesome. Unfortunately, like as you can see, there's not much to him. It's a very old unit, you know, 2018, so there's not much to it. So I have a friend. He I asked him to do a few cards. I'll tag his Twitter on the description if you guys want to check out his Twitter. But he gave me some hypothetical EZAs, and today we're gonna go over them. So as you can see, defense 120 at start of turn, attack 180%, defense, you know, minus 70% when performing an ultra super attack, which is, it's the plain simple LR. It's an older LR. There's not much here, right? So let's check out the EZA for the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Golden Fist Goku. Now to guess which one it is. Nope, that's Broly. There you go. So let's see after he EZAs, what are the new, passives and attacks, right? So right off the bat, we can see that we're following the basically what a lot of LRs are doing nowadays is raising defense on their regular, super attack. So raising defense for one turn causes colossal damage with a medium chance to stun the enemy. Now, this is the stun the enemy shouldn't be taken lightly. I mean, I know a lot of these red zone events, they kind of, take that away from us, but Super Battle Road, Super Saiyan 3, Super Battle Road, or something. All these things go. So, well, I believe they do. Last time I did it, but now to look at the Ultra Super. Now we're raising attack for one turn, and it causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. Now this greatly lowers defense is awesome, right? We love a good stat debuff, especially when it lowers their defense with a chance to crit and hurt him even more since their defense is lowered. Now look at his new passive. His new passive, I love this passive, right? This is just screams movie heroes, screams like that powerful Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now it starts off attack plus 159% and defense plus 120% at start of turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack 180% if it's an ultra super attack, right? Performs a critical hit when key is 24, which is, again, we see this with with a lot of new units that came out, a lot of LARs. Now what I like about this unit is reduces damage received by 30% when there is a movie boss's category enemy, category enemy, right? And also high chance to dodge enemy attacks, including super attacks, when there's an ally whose name includes Tapion on the team. Now that's possible. Tapion and Minosha, right there, or just regular Tapion. He is both movie heroes and movie bosses. A lot of his cards. So either way, you can run him in a movie heroes team if you'd like. So then you can have this high chance to dodge, which we know dodging is very important in a lot of red zones. But it's just the fact that you're taking 30% reduced damage when there's a movie bosses category enemy, right? With all these red zones, the movie edition, you could run this guy. You could definitely run this guy. You got 30, you're reducing damage by 30%. Granted, it's not anything crazy, but you know what? Let's see something here. Actually, I got some other stuff here. Let's go back here. Let's open a new tab in the AGL section. Perfect. Yeah. Let's look at this guy. Look at this. So the key plus 3 attack reduces damage received by 20%. Right. So high chance of becoming a super attack plus additional damage reduction for 20% for 3 turns from the start of turn. So we all know this. Like when the 3 turns run out, this guy's a fraud, right? When the 3 turns run out, he's a fraud. Early in the content or early in the red zone, if you have some type advantage and everything, you could definitely put him in slot 1 to try and build up these 7 attacks or more. But after this 3 turns right now, he's a fraud. We all know this, unless he transforms, and then when he transforms, he gets the or Morabu, sorry. Now he gets the reduces damage by 30%, right? And then plus additional key to launch additional super, becoming a immediate chance of performing a critical and all that stuff. And then performs a critical hit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So when key is 24, right? Look at this. Performs a critical hit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. Now let's look back to here. Performs a critical hit when key is 24. Like all these new LRs that are coming out have some form of this if they're a damage unit, right? So there's that. So these guys, right? Let's go back to these guys real quick. Damage reduced by 30%, right? If these guys, we have previous videos, as we said, if these guys just started this way, if they just started the game like this, their rank was skyrocketing in the top 10s, right? From when they originally are, where I placed them, because this, when they transform, they become very good. I don't think slot 1, but still, you get that 30% damage reduction, and just like I said before, early in the content when there's not a lot of damage being distributed, you can put him slot 1, or at least you know, as again early for these 3 turns that you have this, right? You could put him a little earlier, get those hits in real quick before the hard part comes in, and boom. Now this guy with the EZA, there's no, just movie bosses. That's the only condition. They're movie bosses. You're getting that 30% damage reduction. You can run them in. You can run them in the movie bosses red zone, right? As long as you're facing a movie boss. And why I say this is because of the Bojack specific stage where, you know, sometimes, you know, like the first stage is not really a movie boss. For example, when you face Metal Cooler, the first stage is the robot Centurion guard, I believe. He's not a movie boss, so he melts your Goku. So that's also something to keep an eye on. But you know, you bring him into Broly, whatever, you know, wherever you put him, you know, when you got the type advantage, you know, AGL Broly comes along, you got the type advantage, and now you have 30% damage reduction. And then you got your boy Tapion next to you, now you got a high chance to dodge. So not only do you have the damage reduction, now you got a high chance to dodge. This EZA would really bring this guy back to life. And you would be able to run him in these movie hero teams. Like, granted, it will be a lot of tech in the movie heroes teams, but still, you'd be able to run him, especially look like Kamehamehas. You could put him in the new LR's team, the AGL boys, and you could also put him in the God boys too. Especially with the Kamehameha link, you get you get 200% in both, but you know what I mean. So you can run them either or being their leader. You got Over in a Flash, Limit Breaking Form, Shattering the Limit, Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighter. So good links. But yeah, I think this EZA would easily bring this guy back to life, and kind of bring him into this updated meta that these LRs are kind of coming out. It's literally like what we get with the critical hit at 24, the damage reduction, high chance to dodge if there's a specific unit or something, and then the, you know, passives for the ultra supers and the supers, you know, raise attack for 1 turn, cosmic colossal, and lowers enemy defense. You know, we love a good debuffing, like I said. And then if, you know, you raise your attack and then you also, you know, ultra super into additional super attack, now you got your, you know, your defense raised with a chance to stun the enemy. So you raise your attack, boom, and then you raise your defense. Beautiful. So that is the EZA for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I definitely agree with this. I really like this a lot. Like this, I love this card so much. The card art is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, look at this card art. Like, I love it. And that EZA, all this would be crazy. And like, look at the categories, right? The categories would say the same. Bond of parent and child. Guess what? Put him in the Vegeta team. Now you just have tanks, man. You're just gonna have tanks in there. You know, you're gonna have that damage reduction with the new passive and stuff. So right there, Bond the Parent Child, perfect. You got somebody good for your Goku's family team. Like I said, movie heroes. Um, Pure Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3s, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Like this dude has all the he could be in a lot of categories with a lot of strong teams. And then with that revitalized passive, even better. So that's Golden Fist Goku. Now I want to talk about this man right here. Now the reason why I asked for our friend Tech Broly here is because I actually managed to pull him 5 times. So he's rainbowed. But it's just that, you know, he could use a little tuning up, especially with the times that we are now in Dokkan. You know, just throwing out damage isn't good enough anymore, right? He needs to help himself, is what I like to say, right? So, causes colossal damage, lowers enemy defense, causes mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers enemy defense, right? Lowering defense, that's fine, but again, a lot of these red zones, you can't do that anyway. So, let's go on ahead. Attack and defense plus 90%, forming a super plus additional 50% if it's an ultra super. Launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Transform when conditions are met. Transform starting from the 4th turn of the start of battle. Beautiful. I love these kind of transformations. Simple and clean. Now let's go and see the EZA version of it, right? So what do we get? We get with the Ultra Super is raises attack, causes mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers enemy defense. Fine. And now with the Super Attack, you raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and causes colossal damage and lowers enemy's defense. Now, I like this. I like this. And like I said, bringing him to the new meta of Dokkan. You know, we're doing the super attacks. We're trying to defend ourselves from not getting one shot, right? So you raise your attack, right? Raises attack. So this is just like the cooler, actually. Final form cooler. Let me go here again and open tab. Here we go. Raises attack. I would prefer you put greatly raises defense instead of raising attack from 1 turn and defense, but so it's just like right here, like we're cooler. Raise attack by 30% for 99 turns. Perfectly. Okay, so let's go back to our boy here. So we're raising attack now with an ultra super. So now we're stacking, and then we have, you know, raise attack, boom, additional. We got raise attack and defense for 1 turn, boom. Now we can take a little bit of damage when it gets thrown at us, right? So let's move on to the passive skill. Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack plus 48% if it's an ultra super attack. Launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So that's good. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Okay, good. So super battle rolls facing 2 or more enemies. You're getting that defense, right? Attack and defense, because you're launching an additional super attack after you launch your ultra super, and then you also launch an additional attack. From what I can understand here, launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack, regardless. So 2 more enemies. I'm guessing like get probably like 3. So we got 1 ultra super, 1 super, and another super. If you do all 3, right? You raise your attack, you raise attack and defense twice for when you get hit. You have a little bit of defense. So I like it. Plus, with the hidden orbs potential, because stacking them with additional attacks if you'd like. So this is just pre-transformed passive and stuff. So let's move on, and I think it's way better than where is it? Here we go. It's just a little more tweaks to it. You know, it adds the defense here for the super attack, right? And it adds the raising the attack for the Ultra Super attack, so it gives him more power. And now we're just adding in a super attack to match that attack and defense that we gave him, which is good. Make use of it. We just bumped up his numbers and then gave him an extra super attack. So now let's transform. So transformed. Now we're raising attack and defense, same thing. And now we're greatly raising our attack for 1 turn. So we already have the stacks, like, you know, let's just say you attack twice, or twice or 3 times. No, I think it's more likely twice, because you bring him 1 turn, next turn, and then you bring him next turn, that's 3. And then he's gonna transform in the 4th turn. God. Yeah. Okay. Or you can keep him. I haven't. I did. I can't remember if you control his transformation or if he automatically transforms. I need to look back on that. So if you can control his transformation, like you can control you know, STR coolers, then obviously you can raise your attack a little more and then transform to keep those stacks. But moving on. So Ultra Super Attack, we're greatly raising attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, and massively lowers enemies' defense. Again, for red zones, you know, when it comes to lowering it, doing any kind of defense lowering, I guess it would be for the first phase if they can. Like, for example, like I've been doing the stage for so long, like Medical Core. How the first phase they let you debuff them when it comes to defense and attack. So there's instances where we can lower the enemy's defense on red zone, but most of them not really. Extreme Super Battle Road, you got a freaking destroyer right here, right? So moving on, we greatly raise attack for 1 turn, plus what we already have, and then we raise attack and defense. You know, same old, which is great. I love this. I love the raising attack and defense for 1 turn. You get a chance to buff yourself up to get that defense for you. And then we got Cleave plus 3 and an attack and defense plus 148 plus additional attack and defense when performing a super attack. Beautiful. Plus an additional attack 148 if it's an ultra super attack, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack when facing only 1 enemy. Very good. Launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, and launches an additional super when facing a hybrid Saiyans category team, and performs a critical hit when facing a pure Saiyans category team. Enemy, sorry, I said team instead of enemy. Category enemy, yes, right here. I could see this guy just I mean, if you're not trying to do it by 5 turns, this guy would be a very good help if he transforms in the 4th turn against the AGL ones, but for the Wicked Bloodline stage. But either way, you're going against pure Saiyans, hybrid Saiyans. This guy is just nuking, just destroying them. And then we got the active skill too, which is Cleave plus 24 and attack plus 48% for 1 turn. You're gonna have like massive, like you're gonna have a really strong attack with this EZA. Like you just got a guy that's just gonna attack. He gives himself some defense with super, but you just give this guy is just straight attacking criticals everywhere if you're facing hybrid and pure Saiyans. Well, pure Saiyans, right? Yeah, pure Saiyans for the performs a critical hit. So you perform a critical hit, so it's not a chance, it's gonna happen. So you run him for, like, you know, you're farming some EZA's, some, you know, Goku Vegetas or Gokus or you know, Vegetos and stuff. There you go, pure Saiyans. You're nuking the stage. So I really like this EZA. It's much better. It's, again, kind of updating, getting that meta in with the attack and defense. I'm really enjoying it. Now this next one, right? Where is it? I love this card. This card is just awesome. Like, I love this card. So the next EZA is gonna be for him, and as you can see, it's a lot more than what they have for him. And it's crazy how the JP gets the a little extra with this card. Like keep us 4 attack 120, and then us at global keep plus 3 attack 100%, and then when HP is 50% or above, that's it. While they get at start of turn, medium chance to avoid enemies attack, including super attacks. Like, okay, so okay, but this EZA just I like it. So let's look at it. So this EZA, we're raising attack. So we're just constantly raising attack every time we super attack him, super attack somebody, and then we greatly raise defense for 1 turn. So get those additionals in, you start padding yourself up, buffing yourself up, causes immense damage. Yeah, and immense damage to enemy while sacrificing 5% HP. So some additionals for from some attack stats. You can recover it with orbs, or maybe you could use an item. The sacrificing is kind of, but if it's raising your attack and it's greatly raising your defense, maybe 5% isn't that much of a price to pay. But moving on, I really like the super attack. The raising attack, greatly raising defense, puts him at a good standard. Now, key plus 4 and attack and defense plus 159%. So we do give him a little more of a buff than what he has already. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% when performing a super attack. There you go. Raise attack and defense up to 159%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stat boosts. Makes sense. Plus an additional attack and defense 59% when facing only 1 enemy. High chance of launching an additional super attack when HP is 50% or more. So that's good. 50% more. So now, hit a potential orb system. You get dupes of him, hit a potential orb. You give him additional attacks and some crit. You're gonna be risking some health, but you're greatly raising your defense if you're trying to basically just blow a stage up, right? Well, not blow a stage up, but because you're raising your attack. So the more constantly, he's just gonna be stacking this attack up, as much as he keeps up. Super attacking, he's gonna just keep raising that attack up until, as we saw the cooler, up to 99. So there you go. By the time it gets there, I'm thinking let's do what if you do 6, right? Do 6. So 15 plus 15, 30. So you sacrifice 30% HP. So you sacrifice 15% if you do 3 additional super attacks each round. I'm thinking maybe there's a unit that will heal us, or give us a little healing that we could run him in the team. I just can't think of it right now. If there's a unit that was meta coolers, right, that just heal you in the next turn, this would mean nothing. This 5% would mean nothing, absolutely nothing. What was that? Alright, 50% or more high chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attacks, which is awesome, plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% plus 59 for each attack evaded. Now, man, this is I want to say you could use him for for red zone content because of that greatly raises defense, but sacrificing HP on a red zone content, because you do need your HP needs that sacrificing HP. But again, if there's a unit like Meta Cooler that next round they pop up their healing, it won't be as bad. And then with the high chance to evade enemy's attack, and you get additional attack and defense with each attack evaded, you're just raising your attack constantly here too. Given at a sacrifice of 5% HP for when it comes to the super attack, but up to 59% you're raising your with attack evaded, right? Plus the raise attack from the super attack, and then you get your greatly raised defense. Like the greatly raised shouldn't be something to be overlooked, so I like this EZA. I wish there was a way I could like code or put him in the game just to see how good he would do in these Rezo content, but honestly I feel like you could probably run him. I like the EZA. It gives him more like, usability. Such a I just love this unit. It's just such a cool unit. Like a Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku, we don't really see that much. I mean, obviously we see the we have the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but nothing like this form. I love this form. Make an LR. Let's make this an LR. Let's go. Resurrected Warriors lead. Yeah, let's make him the next 200% Resurrected Warriors lead. But those are all the cards for today that I wanted to review. Now, what I wanted to also look at is the timeline. I've seen, so let's see. So this is when we got the gods in July. So if we follow JP here, right? After Raditz, right? At the end of so after Raditz, so at the end of May, right? 31st of May, they got the Goku. They got the Goku. And then there's the Extreme Awakenings for the Metacooler Army and the Mecha Frieza. Now the reason I say this is that boom, we did this. We got all this Raditz and Nappa. Obviously worldwide, right? Happened, and then right after worldwide is when we should get right our God Boys, right, or the exchange unit. But I've been hearing a lot that it might be Pan in the next event, which kind of throws Global off a little bit. Like, when are we gonna get our Zamasu? When are we gonna get our Trunks and Vegeta? I don't think they'll throw it off course for those guys, because we're expecting our Vegeta Trunks. But I just wanted to look at that timeline. It's just interesting. There's a lot of things going on, but this EZA will be fun, especially with the new units that came out, right? Run them as the new int unit, right? Because we all need a good int unit. Let's actually look at the EZA. So before she awakened, raise attack and defense up to 90%. Don't worry, true remaining stats boosts. Yep, not much. And then after that, we get recovery, attack plus. The greatest stats boost. Artificial life forms category allies key +3, defense +30%. High chance to launch after the additional supers, which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. And let's see the super attack. Raises attack and defense. Raise attack and defense for one turn. And then the ultra supers raise. Oh wow. Oh, and raises extreme class allies attack by 30% for 2 turns. Okay. That's an extra turn there. We get. Ooh, I like that. Raises defense from a turn, and then causes. Is this still? Yeah, it's okay. It still causes Mega Colossal, but now we're raising for 2 instead of 1. I like that. Ooh, this is a good unit to run to just boost your to boost your oh my god, I am drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. To boost your STR coolers and your LR meta coolers and stuff. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Come on, give us this, please. Give us this EZA. I want to run them in my LR meta cooler team. For those who don't know, and if you want to know, you should start following my Twitter, is that I actually pulled the LR Metal Cooler in a single Xeno summon. That was crazy. I was like, alright, I believe now. I see people on Twitter saying like, "Oh yeah, no, look, I pulled it in a single." I believe. I believe. There you go. But that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little lengthy, but I really like these EZAs that my friend made. Um, like, subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.